Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to my channel, and today in this video we are going to look at how Filament PHP integrates with the policies of Laravel and how using policies we can get a lot of fine granular control over certain actions that different users can take on our application on different sets of data. So if you ever had the requirement of certain users having permissions to do certain actions or take certain actions on your application, and if you are generally aware of policies, you will understand how Filament PHP integrates well with that. However, if you're not very familiar with policies in general and you are starting with Filament, in this video I'm going to cover those aspects as well. So let's get started. Now the first thing that I'm going to do is actually create a policy for my customer model. So I'll run the command. So I have PA, which is an equivalent of PHP artisan, and I'm exactly going to run this particular command, which is make policy customer policy, and the -m is the flag which denotes the model for which we are creating the policy. And with this done, if I now go to PHP Storm, I'll see there's a new folder called policies, and in here I have a new file with a lot of functions in here. All of them are empty. And then if I move to this particular page again, and now if I hit refresh, suddenly can you see it stops showing me the data and it is throwing an error saying it is expecting something. What is it? So let's go turn by turn, solve each and every policy related stuff and understand how well Filament actually understands and integrates with the Filament policies. So the first thing is that view any return value must be of type boolean, none returned. So let's see what we have. View any, yes, it is expecting a boolean. Let's just say we put return false. And if I now save and hit refresh, it gives me a 403, which is fine. We are saying that this is false, and hence this comment here will make you understand that this function is trying to determine whether the current user has, is our policy allowing the current user to view any record of customer. We are saying no, so it is giving me a forbidden. What if I do a true? So I have returned true, and then if I hit refresh, now it is saying that it doesn't understand what needs to be done with the create. And I understand why, because in the resource page, right, in the listing, there is a create button. So let's just say for now, why don't we return false? Okay, with that done, if I refresh, now it is complaining about the update. I'll do something similar for that as well. Maybe for delete, restore, and force delete. Okay, let's just skip all the parts, and now I can see the records, which is fine. I can paginate, I can do stuff, but then I have lost my ability to edit this. Okay, why would that have happened? So first of all, let's understand what the policy is doing. So this policy is giving me the user. What is the user in here? So if I do a die dump and if I refresh the page, this is the current user, which means the policy is automatically giving me an instance of the current user. And that basically means if I can check the user ID and stuff like that, but I can also do if it is not auth guest, which basically means that if this is a logged in user, they will be able to see the stuff, which is kind of what we wanted, right? So I will do this, Maybe I'll add this as well, and now I can continue to see the records. But then, what happens to the create? Let's just say you have roles in your user model in some way, or you have implemented spatty permissions and you have a role thing. You can put it over here. But for now, let's just say we do a pseudo rule, which is if the user ID is equal to 1. So if this returns true, then the create is possible. And now suddenly if you see, this button is visible. If I make it 2, because my current user ID is 1, this will return false, which means the create button is gone. And as you can see, Filament is able to understand the policies, and it is able to change the behavior of this resource page, this listing page, automatically based on whatever is there in the policy. I didn't add any custom code to this new customer button for it to appear or disappear, right? So that's the beauty of policies. Filament is kind of very decoupled in that sense. Okay, maybe I'll add this to my update as well. Now, delete. By the way, because I have done the update, I can see the edit button. So, this is there, but the delete button is still not visible, and we will look into this delete thing. So let's just say we want that the delete button should be visible only to those users who are the owner of that record. Okay, what I can then do is user ID equals the customer user ID, because that's the user who created it, right? So I copy this, I attach to the restore and even the force delete. And with this, now if I refresh, can you see that the delete button is available? But then the question is, how do I ensure? I think I can even put it for the update. Okay, let's just do that. And now if I refresh, I can still see all the edit buttons over here because these are my customers. Inside the all customer, if you see, one customer doesn't show the edit button. Why is it the case? Let's just understand. Let me take one more example. Let's say this 43 customer, right? It is showing me the delete button, and it is also allowing me to edit. But if I go to Tinker, by the way, Tinker, if you are not aware, is a terminal utility from the Laravel framework which allows you to write code and run code through the terminal, and that's the advantage. Okay, so what you can do is you can run PHP artisan Tinker, and I am inside the Tinker interface. I'm using warp, and I don't know if I can make it full screen. Can I? No. Okay, I don't mind. So let's just say customer equals customer find 43. Okay, it is not able to find the class, and I understand why. I need the namespace. So I'll just do this, and I now have the customer, and I can change the customer user underscore ID to be 2, and I hit customer save. With this done, now if I refresh, suddenly I get a forbidden. Okay, let me try and go to the home page, customers, all customers, and can you see this is 44, this is 42, this is 43, and the 43rd customer, this row doesn't show me the edit button because I don't have access to edit or delete. Similarly, if I go to my let's just say our update is still for user ID 1, which means I'll see the edit button for 43 and even 47. But if I click on the edit button, I don't see the delete over here because now the condition is not fulfilled. This owner is different from Amitav Roy. So that is what allows you to bind all these policies and with your filament resource. And the way filament resource is created, it will honor all the policies that you have for a model. Okay, and because of that, if you are even implementing certain things of filament in an existing project, you don't need to do a lot of code, because if something is happening in Laravel and you are using stuff which is kind of core to Laravel, then you are generally fine, because filament is so well integrated that it will understand those niceties, those gates, policies, authorizations, and everything, and it will react according to your policies. So yeah, that's what I wanted to cover in this video. Let me know what you think about policies and policy control with filament in general. If you have any questions, feel free to get in touch with me on the Discord server link given below. And yeah, that's about it. If you like this video, do click on the thumbs up icon and don't forget to subscribe to my channel.